Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are safe. Class, today we are going to start our second session of a chapter that is the money and credit. Earlier class we had discussed about that what is the meaning of a money and what are the Dear class, earlier we had studied that what are the different terms of money and how money are helps in exchange of our needs. Afterwards, we had also studied the concept of barter system. And today we had discussed a new topic that is the credit. Basically, credit plays a very important role in our today's life. So, credit refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with the money, goods and services in return for the promise of future payment. So also there are the various type of credit facilities that was offered by our government of India for the welfare of people, especially for the rural areas. So credit is an arrangement in which one's financial need is satisfied with the help of money or with the help of resources or with the promise to repay in the future. So this is a diagram which shows that how credit works. So it is a promise to pay in future and afterwards we can also buy cash, goods and services. So there are different terms of credits and different conditions in which we can lend the money for satisfying our basic needs. So different conditions in which the borrower and the lender agreed before granting or taking a loan. It includes various terms and services like higher rate of interest, mode of payment, collateral and various type of documents are required before giving the credit to the different type of persons. So credit is refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with the money, goods or services in return for to pay in the future payment. So basically it is type of a agreement or it is type of a promise between two or more persons. So here I can take the two different cases which can show the so our first case is related with the Swapna. Basically he is a small farmer who grows a groundnut on the 3 acres of land and she takes a loan from the money lender to meet the expenses of a cultivation. So hoping that her harvest would repay the loan. Now here I can take a second example. So it is a festival season 2 months from now and the shoe manufacturer Salim has received an order from a large trader in town for producing a 3000 pairs of shoe and it will be delivered in a month of time. But they don't have money. So now for fulfilling this type of need and this type of target, then he takes a loan from the various types of peoples. So the conclusion is that credit or a loan activity of banks, whether credit would be useful or not, it is totally depends upon the risk in the situation. So festive season and the credit is crop production. So all these are depends upon the loan activities. So here is a conclusion of our two examples. First is the Salim which is related with the festive season. Here in this case, Salim obtains credit to meet the working capital needs of production. So the credit helps him to meet the ongoing expenses of production and complete the production on time. And thereby they can increase his earning by selling more and more goods. So in this situation, credit helps to increase the earning and therefore the person is better than before they is having. Second example is related with the Swapna's problem. Here, Swapna's case, the failure of crop made the loan repayment impossible. Why? Because his crops not grown well. So she had to sell part of the land to repay the loan. So credit, instead of helping Swapna improves her earning, left her life worse off. So this is an example of debt trap. So credit in this case pushes the borrower into a situation from which recovery is very painful. So whether credit would be useful or not, it is totally depends upon the risk in the situation. So credit is also included or related with the risk factor just like a business concept.